Good morning, good morning, and good morning. I don't know about y'all, but I'm ready for me some medicine. Ready for some medicine, man. I had some couple things this morning. I'm thanking God that we got to get this medicine in. I got to get this medicine in. Start Monday, we're going back to that 6 a.m. Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So 6 a.m. the morning medicine will be there. And I'm just thinking this morning, right, with the medicine, Proverbs chapter 12, verse 15. I was just thinking, let me read it. A fool's way is right in his own eyes, but whoever listens to counsel is wise. And I'm just thinking about this. As y'all know, it's Friday, and we say we don't rejoice because it's Friday, but it's just another opportunity. It just so happened to be Friday. And so I'm just meditating, right? And I'm thinking, why have you ever been? Let me say it like this. Have you ever been to where you've been thinking something, whether it be a thing or about someone, and you've been thinking this, and then come to find out what you thought was right, you was wrong as all outdoors? Have you ever been in that situation, or to where some thoughts, think about when you were a child or when you were a teenager, and you're like, man, how did I have that thought? That was so wrong. But at that time, you really thought it was right. You really thought it was right. And I'm looking at that as for today's morning medicine. We got to be careful because it's the same way now that we can have a thought or mentality that we think is right to me, but it be wrong to God. It's right to me, yet it's wrong in God. And if it's wrong in God, that means that thought is not right. And I want us this morning to really think about that. Rather be a mentality. It may be a way have we been thinking of doing things, how we've been operating, how we've been responding, the way we've been going about this, the way we've been going about that. When someone comes and I've had this thought about parenting, yet when God intervenes, where God brings something, it shakes the core of what I've always believed. What do we do in those times where something has been right to me, but it's wrong to God? And I think that sometimes is a battle that we face from the things we have been shaped in with our mentalities and with our thoughts, and also the things that we approach on a day to day basis. Rather be have time to think it out or some things that happen unexpectedly. And while I may act a certain way, why did I act that way? Because sometimes we've already made up in our minds that that way is right. And so we'll just act and we think we're not thinking. No, we've already given over to that thought. And that thought in itself wasn't right. So that's why the actions in itself, it may be right to me, but it's wrong to God. And when it's wrong to God, it's always a reaping of a consequence. It never turns out the way that I think it should turn out. And I'm just saying, I'm thinking about that this morning, right, with our morning medicine. And I'm really examining myself. Okay, Lord, what are some things? Maybe the way my view of how I think when it comes to women, or when I think that it comes to fill in the blank, or think when it comes to a specific people or type of people, or that thing over there and that thing over here, or because of my boss, or because of this, or because of that. I'm saying sometimes my environment, what I watch on TV, it helps shape a reality in my thinking. And I actually think that's right. And what I think makes sense, God is like, well, that's so foolish, but it's right to me. Look at what it says. A fool's way is right in his own eyes, but whoever listens to counsel is wise. Notice that wisdom says first, what? Reverence God. But then wisdom also says, Sometimes God uses people. Sometimes God uses people to highlight that thing is not right. I always say it like this: it may be right to me, but that means it's not righteous. And I want us to really think about this for our morning medicine today. Saul in 1 Samuel chapter 15, he reasoned in his mind that he should not get rid of everything. He reasoned in his mind and said, you know what? It's right for me to keep that. Oh, let me keep a little bit of that. Oh, let me keep that over there. Let me keep that. Yeah, that looks good. You know, that's been me for a while. You know what? I kind of get pleasure out of that. You know, ain't nothing really wrong with that. And for whatever reason, he reasoned in his mind what was right to him. Yet, did it align with God, who is truly the one who's right? And I'm looking at that for this morning medicine to really have us think about that. What's some things I've reasoned in my mind that I said I should keep when God said, you need to get rid of that? But somewhere in there, I reason that that thing is right to me. So since I think it's right to me, then somewhere in there, I feel I have a right to keep it. Yet God says, it's wrong, son. It's wrong, daughter. Am I willing to give up my rights? And oftentimes, the reason why we respond in a manner that's unpleasing to God is because we still think that thing is right to me. I've always had this picture of my life, and that picture may not be the picture that God had. But since I think it's right to me, guess what I chase after? And sometimes I'm wondering why I keep bumping my head. It's because of that. It's right to me. It's right to me. And when it's right to me, I can't even see the foolishness in it. Since it's right to me to go off on this person, it's right to me to respond like that. It's right to me that I may do that on social media. It's right to me to look at the things I shouldn't be looking at. It's right to me fill in a blank. It's right to me to continue in those things that God says, nah, but it's right to me though. It's right to me though. And I'm saying what's right to me can be very wrong to God. And so for our morning medicine this morning, let us examine that. Let us examine that. Even some of the things that we hold when it comes to what we think about scripture, let's humbly come before God and allow God to examine, Lord, you know what? Yes, that may be right to me, but the real question is, Lord, is it right to you? And I have to be willing to say, God, if it's not, I'm willing to give it to you. I'm willing that my mind be renewed in this. He says he exalts the humble, yet he said he will break down the proud. And I'm just saying, I want us to really think about that as we approach today, as we go into the weekend. You know, even the places that we go, even some of the things that we continue. I got it is right to me, obviously, because we keep doing it. But the real question is it right to God? And am I with my ear, are my ears open to actually hear it? Is my heart open to receive it? And if my mind willing to say, you know what, let's walk in it. So for our morning medicine, this is a question I have for us. Yes, it may be right to me, but is it right to God? Is it right